My number one most asked question is, how do I clean the leather on my Louis Vuitton? So today I'm going to show you how to clean the leather on a Azure Speedy 25 vintage Louis Vuitton. She's from the year 2006. So I want to show you the products that I recommend. In no way an expert or a professional. This is just my shared knowledge with all of you. And this has really helped me to take care of these bags and also be able to recommend how to clean and care for your bags. It's super important that you do not just go in with a cleaning solution or a wet wipe on super dry, cracked leather. That is a definite indicator leather on the bag needs conditioner. I highly recommend Bic 4 leather conditioner to condition the leather on all of your bags. Bic 4 you can find right on Amazon for under $10, and this is absolutely amazing. It's 8 fluid ounces and you really only use a tiny amount on your leathers. As far as the wipes that I use the Huggies Natural 99% water wipes. These are absolutely fantastic. You definitely want to ensure that your wipes do not have any fragrance or alcohol that will damage your leather. You want to make sure that the packaging says 99% water. This is the Kiwi Saddle Soap. This is what I use to clean the leather. It is absolutely amazing. I've tried other brands, but again, this is what I have used and in my experience works the best. The first thing I'm gonna do is start by wiping the leather, just like this, wiping it down. And this is with no saddle soap. This is strictly just that alcohol-free baby wipe. I get it kind of wet before I go in with any type of saddle soap. So now you guys, I'm gonna go in with that Kiwi Saddle Soap. I take about that much. You really can't see it on there, but I went in about, 1 to 3 swipes. I'm gonna start by going in circular motions, using about medium pressure here. Nothing too hard, nothing too soft. We actually, want to really get in there. So you can see that is some dirt coming off of the chap already. We want to go in circular motions all over that chap for about maybe 40 seconds total, 40 to 60. Again, at medium to light pressure. And as you can see, it's gonna continue to pick up that dirt. Like I mentioned, we wanna go carefully around those cracked areas. If we do go hard over them, they will continue to crack. All right, so you can see that the leather is certainly getting darker. That is because it's wet. Leather is very porous. As I mentioned before, you guys, you never want to do this when your leather is already super cracked, super dry. You always want to make sure that it is nice and conditioned. And another crucial step that we'll go in with is conditioning your leather after this. All right, so as you can see now, there is a very, very noticeable difference of the side that is completely wet versus dry. So now I'm just gonna go in with a clean water wipe here. Super clean. I like to just cut them in half or rip them in half to save. So I'm just gonna go wipe it. Think of your skin. So we went in, we rinsed our face first to get our face wet, and then we went in with our saddle soap to clean. And now we're doing sort of a rinse. I just go over it a couple times, maybe 10 times in total, just until you really get that even and make sure you did a good rinse on it. And this is totally safe to get on that coated canvas here. It's not going to damage it at all, but we just wanna really wipe that off. You can see here, again, the side that we did, that is very dark, and the side that is dry. It can definitely be very intimidating going in with this process, so I highly recommend that you take those steps as I laid them out for you. Always make sure that your leather is nice and conditioned before going in with any sort of leather cleaner. And also you're definitely going to want to follow up with the conditioner that we used previously to condition the leather after we cleaned it. Just because, again, think of it like your skin. I have a background in aesthetics, so I just have to relate it on that. You want to make sure that you go in with that moisture because we just stripped it. Think of like, a salicylic acid or glycolic acid. It's stripping your skin, so we always have to put moisture back in so it doesn't dry and become cracky. That side is complete. We're gonna let this dry overnight again. at least overnight or for 24 hours, I recommend. And then we go in and condition that leather again. Now onto the funnest part, we're gonna go ahead and clean these handles. The handles are usually the most dirty out of the chaps and the handles because we are constantly gripping these handles. This bag is from the year 2006, so she's got plenty of dirt. You can see that they're darkened. These are nice and shiny. You see the sheen. Okay, that is the sheen right there that I'm referring to when you are going to ensure that a bag is ready to be cleaned. All right, it's got that nice sheen, that white marking that you see there, the glare. So these are what the handles look like before. You can definitely see that they're a little darkened. They have that patina to them. But they also have a couple more dark marks and they have some dirt markings too. We're gonna go in and do that same process. I'm going in the same wipe, showing you how to do it on the handles this time. And for this one, I definitely prefer to use the whole wipe and I just fold it and fold it this size. We're gonna continue on the side that we already did the chaps on, just to keep it nice and uniform so I can show you guys a before and after. So I do want to note that this process takes time. You do not want to go in with that leather conditioner right away, right after you completed this process and you can see those handles looking nice and even. You do not want to do that. You definitely have to wait until these handles are dry and the chaps, any leather part, before you go in with that leather conditioner. We're gonna go in. I always like to just go in up and down motions. Start on this side. Then work our way up. I would say do about like maybe 10. Ensuring to get the full thing, and now I just go back. So pretty much back and forth. Wait until you see how much dirt is coming off this one handle. It's absolutely crazy. So again, like maybe 10 times. I like to break it into 3 sections. So you can see there, making sure we get underneath here. That's where usually it's the dirtiest because that's where we're grabbing. And then of course on the inside there where the glazing is. All right, so here's the grand reveal of all of that dirt being removed from the handle. So this is just one go around. Keep in mind, you can always go in with another round after you let this dry for 24 hours. After you go in again with that leather conditioner, it is so important that you do not just go in with that saddle soap again. You can see the major difference between the side that we went in with that saddle soap and the water wipes with versus the side that is dry. Again, it's not going to stay that dark. Leather is porous, so it absorbed all of that water. I'm going to say it again and again, it's so important, even though your leather looks dry maybe an hour after you go in with this process, I promise you it's not. You absolutely need to wait at least 24 hours or overnight in order to go back in with this Bic 4 leather conditioner. What happens if you do not go back in with that leather conditioner, right? So over time, one, it's going to feel super dry to the touch. It's gonna dry out because we went in with that saddle soap. So it's just going to dry and dry and dry out your leather. You definitely do not want that. We are going in with a cleaning process that requires conditioning before and after. I can't stress how important it is to go in with this leather conditioner after we go in with this cleaning process. We are gonna wait now 24 hours and I'm so excited to show you the results. I'm gonna keep the other side as its true form so we can compare and contrast. But that is exactly how you go in and you clean your vachetta leather. This is from the one handle that we did that is all dirt and oils from previous use over time. and it is so, so crazy. We are back. This is what the leather is looking like after we went in with that saddle soap and then conditioned it. This is 24 hours later. So as you can see here, it's looking nice and conditioned. That leather does have a slight sheen to it. That's our indicator. If we wanted to go in with more saddle soap, then we totally can. So I'm gonna go in with another round of saddle soap on these. I'm gonna go in with this soft bristle brush. It was rinsed under some warm water and I fully dried it before we go in, so it's not sopping wet. I just put that small amount and I'm gonna go in and scrub these handles down. I'm gonna go in with a wipe with saddle soap on it. And I'm excited to see how much dirt comes off on this cleaning round. So you can see there, that's how much is coming off so far. Here is the finished result of the full leather cleaning process. As you can see, the side that we did not do versus the side that we went in with that leather cleaning, and it absolutely looks amazing. Obviously, it is appearing more even overall and even brighter. Here are some before films of the leather and how you can see there are visible markings, visible dirt, and uneven patina. So I highly recommend that you give this a go. Make sure you follow me on all of my social media platforms, Vintage Luxuries FL. I really hope you enjoyed this video and that you learned something from it. I had so much fun filming and I hope that you have an amazing day. Make sure you like and subscribe.